The biggest festival of sport is going on in Tokyo 2020 Olympic. And we have got only one participant in equestrian. He is Mr. Fouaad Mirza. Fouaad, thank you for speaking with Republic.
Thank you very much for having me.
So Fouaad, please describe the feeling of being the lone participant from your country in Olympic in a game which has no history in India, virtually no history in India.
Yeah, it's been an amazing feeling and obviously an honor and a privilege to represent my country on this stage, especially at this level at the Olympics. But I don't think my personal feeling was I wasn't riding alone. I had the support of a billion people behind me, and they conveyed that through very nice messages and phone calls. My friends, family, and fans, they all were riding with me through each of those three phases this past week. So I'm very lucky to have the support of everyone, and I'm so grateful for all of that as well.
Exactly. 135 crores people are with you.
Yes.
Including us who are living outside of India also.
Yes.
So number is increasing.
Yes.
So actually, we'd love to ask, like, why did you take it as a sport, as a career, the equestrian?
I grew up, around horses. My father is a veterinarian. My family's been involved with horses for a very long time on both my father's and my mother's side. So it was something that perhaps one can say I was inevitably going to take up at some point. It was just a question of when. I love the horses. I love animals. I love being around them, spending time with them. So it's then the second thing is I also have a very competitive nature. I like to win. I like to compete, and what better way to put my passion for animals and horses together with my competitiveness, and then you have this beautiful sport where men and women compete on an equal platform. We compete with another animal together as a team, and so I'm very fortunate and very lucky to be a part of this sport.
So at which age did you realize that you really want to take it as a career?
I was always riding at a very young age, and was always playing and being around the horses. But I think it was not until I was, let's say, 13 or 14, where I started to really compete at national level competitions, and so on. Yeah.
Great, wonderful. So this is actually qualifying for the final. It was a big thing for you and for the entire country. And we would love to know how the game went and what was your experience.
So qualifying was an achievement, but I must say I was, to be completely honest with you, not entirely happy with my performance. Although it was a good performance, I think we can still do better, of course. And today, this morning, we were sitting down discussing with my team here, my vets, my vet Gregorius and my equine physio, how we can do things better and what can we do next time that would improve this performance. So that's the beauty of the sport. As soon as you finish the competition, you have to put it behind you and you have to look forward to what's next in the future, and train harder and plan better and come out stronger. That's the way I see it.
Wonderful. Actually, since we both are in Japan right now, so we can say Japanese has a beautiful word for it. So maemuki, like you're not looking back, you're just looking forward with a positive mind. So maemuki, this is called in Japan. So what you just said right now. So equestrian is not that popular in India. What do you think we need to do to make it popular?
Yeah, look, it's at times it's considered an expensive sport because looking after horses is quite expensive. Um, but I hope, giving the sport exposure like this, like what we're doing at this level, will encourage those riders who, perhaps they're in a point in their life whether they have to choose their education or their career in sport, and maybe they say, okay, look, he did it, I can do it, and it'll encourage them to pursue the sport with a professional view rather than a view of just making it as a hobby, as many riders in India tend to do. They tend to ride as a hobby or an extracurricular rather than taking it up as a profession. But I think now, there is hope. There is a chance to get to the stage, and I hope young riders then start to make the decision of sport over, whatever else it might be. Because and the main thing is, if you work hard and you have some talent, you will get there. Everything else will fall into place, irrespective of the monetary aspect or whatever it may be. Hard work, and you have to be a little bit talented, and it'll all happen. That's just put your head down and work. That's where the way I see it.
So there is no substitute of hard work.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So right now there are many youngsters, they are watching you, listening to you, and they want to be like you and Julia. So what would be your suggestions for those youngsters who really want to take equestrian as a career? Your suggestions for them?
I would say love your horses, as we all do. We're all in this for the love of the horse first, and then sport second. So that's my first bit of advice, let's say. And the second is, yes, work hard. There's no two ways around getting around that. You have to work hard. Whether it's wake up early in the morning, learn from as many people as you can, and ask for help. In our community, the equestrian community, everybody wants to help each other, because we understand the risk of the sport. It is considered a dangerous sport, so there is a lot of risk involved. So everyone is looking out for everyone, and everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a competitor or from another country. We're all there to help. So ask for help, and people will help you. And don't be shy in that respect.
Thank you. And this is a sport where men and women both are participating against each other. So as we discussed, that this is not very popular sport in India. If you can explain a little bit about this sport, so the listeners and viewers can know about it a little bit more.
Yeah, so this is one of the few sports that men and women compete on an equal platform. As you said, it involves a horse. We have in the Olympics, or at the Olympics, we have 3 different disciplines. We have the dressage, the eventing, which I compete in, and then you have the show jumping. In my discipline, eventing, you have 3 disciplines underneath that main discipline, which is dressage, the cross country, and the show jumping, which you all have to do on the same horse. And it's done over 3 days. You do your dressage first, your cross country second, and your show jumping third. Each discipline tests different aspects of the training of horse and rider. For example, the dressage tests the skill, the precision, and the how well trained the horses are to the rider's aids. The cross country is a stamina endurance test. It's like a marathon. And then the show jumping is like a high jump test, where you test the horse's agility, the level of athleticness and sharpness after running the marathon, to then come and jump the fences and try to have. So it's like the triathlon of equestrian sport, eventing is. And it's very difficult to explain it just like that. It would be much easier if somebody was watching and I could explain it that way, because then
I'm sure that people who are listening to you right now, definitely they will just watch your match and learn more about it.
Yeah, that would probably be the best way.
Exactly. So what is next for Fouaad?
First, I will get the horse home safe. That's our main priority. He's flying out on the 6th of August back to Germany. So we will ensure he has a safe flight and is comfortable and is well rested over the next 2 days. Then the next thing is, yeah, we have some horses back at home, which from my sponsor, the Embassy Group, which are being quite fit and kept going, but by our team back at home. So I will be looking into some competitions now that I can enter in. I would like to ride at Aachen, which is a very big equine festival in Germany, probably one of the most well-known equine festivals. Chio Aachen, it's called. So I'd like to ride one horse of ours there. That would be amazing to do. So we're looking forward to that.
Thank you, Fouaad. And we are sure that after watching this interview and after watching your matches, definitely many youngsters, they will be interested in this sport.
I hope so. Thank you very much.